Hello everyone and welcome into this video of importing media into Nuke Studio. On our previous video we had a look at the interface and where the different parts and panels live in Nuke Studio. Now we'll have a look at how we can bring and import media into our project tab where all our media and bins will live. So on the project tab, we can create our bins or import the files or import folders, and it'll create our folder setup straight away for us. So in this case, let's actually do it by right-clicking, and I'm going to go into new, and I'm going to create a new bin first. So I'm going to create that, and I'm going to call it my files. So I'm going to import some files in there. Cool. And as you can see, what it gives you is it tells you how many files it has on that little number on the brackets. So at this moment, clearly I have nothing. What I want to do to import the files is I can do it either through my top menu and go File, Import Files, Folders, or EDL, XML, and AF. In the case I'm going to do it a conform. In this case, I'm just going to look for some files. So let's do that. And my browser comes up. This is the Nuke browser, which is designed to actually go into folders with a lot of image sequences very quickly. That's what we want. Otherwise, we can use QuickTimes and so on. So I'm actually going to go into rushes, for example, and I'm going to import some files here very quickly. So I have a mob file there. I'm going to select it. What you can see is I get a thumbnail at the bottom. If you don't see that thumbnail, it's because this little arrow is closed. So if I close that arrow, there you are, I have no thumbnail. If I open that, I get my thumbnail, which I also can scrub around and see what that shot is about very easily. So then I can go and say open if I just want to open that file. But if I do next, I'll be able to go and find any other file that I'm looking for. So if let's say I'm going to go into this folder and I have another QuickTime here, I can select that one. I can go next and go and find something on a different folder. This time let's go into backgrounds, for example, and I'm going to go into here, select, there you are. And this time here I have a sequence, an image sequence. So it's EXR, and it's showing me the padding of that sequence and from which frame to which frame I have. Now, it's showing it as a single sequence because this button here on the left-hand side is on, which shows a sequence. If I unclick that, now you see I'm seeing every single file separate. So bear in mind that if you try and select this and select a group of these guys, it's not going to bring them as a sequence. It's going to bring every single frame separately. If I have that on, select that, and now I can bring it as a whole sequence. So I'm going to say open, and now you can see how now I have my 3 files. Now, quite quickly, one of the things that you want to see is on the left-hand side here at the top is how we are looking at those files. Now it's thumbnails. I can have thumbnails and information, or just the information of the file, where I can see the different type and different things. If you want to maximize this information to see most of the stuff, you can press spacebar on that tab, and that will maximize it so I can see it in any of its cases, and I can actually make the thumbnails bigger if I wanted to. So that is importing files. Let's actually import some folders very quickly because I want to show you something else in here. So I'm going to go import and folders, and what I want this time is to find the top folder for all my media where I have my rushes, my extras, backgrounds, and different bits and pieces that I want. I'm going to say open. Now it brings these import options, which is a way of excluding file formats or patterns within the naming conventions of your files. So for example, I could say, I actually only want to import QuickTimes that you find in there. So I'm going to type star.mov and bring only QuickTime files. Or if I wanted to exclude a certain type of files, for example, I don't want to bring Nuke scripts into this project, so I'm saying star.nk, and it will avoid any Nuke script to be imported. So in this case, I'm going to go OK, and it's going to bring everything that it will find on those folders. In the case that there is a file that is corrupted, or there is a codec that we don't have or anything, it will tell you that there is some files that couldn't be imported, and if you show details, it will show you which files. In this case, is a mob file that I know I don't have the codec for, and it won't come in. So I'm going to say OK, And now I have all my thumbnails here. I'm looking at the top. If I actually look at the bins, you can see that it actually created the folders exactly the same as it was on the file browser. So I have footage. Inside footage, I have background, extras, rushes. And then into each one, if I go into rushes, it has each folder for the rushes, has each folder for the backgrounds, and how that's going to get imported. All right. So there you are. That is how you can browse into the different folders, bring your footage, and start your editing or your project in Nuke Studio. Now in the next video, I'll be showing you how to do edits and create your timeline using the editorial workspace. So I'll see you there.